Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is your bonus reading for April of 2025. You have the Tower and this wild card, so I'm going to clarify it in the Fox here. This is the Gilded Lenormand, and in the Lenormand, we read combinations. So the Tower and the Fox can represent needing to be careful of like tricky people. And so that's like the first thing that pops into my head. Anyone that doesn't seem right, I would avoid it. Whatever it is, like trust your instincts is the energy I get there. Now, these two cards together can actually be good as well. What they can represent is having a strategy to build something in your life. So if you are trying to build anything, for some of you it could be love. For others, it could be something that you will love, like a project or something personal. And whatever you're building, I would have some sort of strategy that you commit to for 30 days or 90 days, right? And just see what happens if you commit to the strategy, because you will probably be surprised by the results if you do that. If you don't commit, then you won't. It's just that simple. You start here in your current general energies. The first card, I'm doing a Celtic cross for these bonus readings, and the first card is how you're entering into the Celtic cross. You have the Four Cups. Four Cups is having been disappointed with the offers that you've received in your life so far, and he's being offered a new cup here. This could be love, but doesn't have to be. It could be, job offer. You even have the Ace of Pentacles coming up right next to it, right here, which is great. So, the Ace of Pentacles is just a solid opportunity that's coming into your life. The thing with the Four Cups that I always say is that, imagine he's trying to manifest a cake, right? He has the flour, the sugar, the eggs right in front of him here, and here as well. He just needs to mix all those things together and pop it in the oven, and he will have a cake. But he's sitting there, and he's disappointed because he thinks he doesn't have what he wants. And in a way, he doesn't, but also, in a way, he does. He just needs to mix it all together and pop it in the oven, right? So what this card says is you can have whatever you want. You just need to take the lessons and the things that you've learned from past situations and apply it to the new situation, and things will go very, very well. For your crossing energy, this is the energy that can hurt you or help you in a Celtic cross. We have the Page of Pentacles. So the thing about the Page of Pentacles is, I think I see this a lot with people that, in life, is that they're afraid of making mistakes. I blame school for the most part because I think school, we take a test, and it's if we pass or fail, and our future is riding on those tests. But that is not real life. In real life, the only person testing you is yourself, and the only person you have anything to prove to yourself to is yourself, right? And so I think sometimes with the Page of Pentacles crossing, as far as a crossing energy is concerned, it really is saying that we need to learn by taking more chances, right? And so this is true for everything. It's I think people hold themselves back in love. They say things like, I've been cheated on, so I'm never going to date again. And I'm always well, congratulations. Now those past cheaters are living your life for you, number one. Number two, you could also just date and, don't be too serious with people, right? Take it slow, and you could learn from dating, and you can learn what you want and you don't want, and then apply it. And when you apply those lessons and you learn, then you will find, the right person. Same thing in work or business or career or whatever you're doing. It's if you take more chances, sure, you might make mistakes, but you will learn from those mistakes. And I feel the Page of Pentacles is saying that. It's saying, that you need to have more experiences, even though that's not what this card means. Again, that's what I'm getting intuitively here. I also feel, as far as love is concerned, again, it's you're thinking about love, but sometimes I think Page of Pentacles crossing is just saying you just haven't found a person that tickles your fancy here, Cancer. So I don't know. There you go. Next, in the area of what's on your mind or the area of your thoughts, you have the Lovers. The Lovers can represent thinking about love when it shows up in the area of your thoughts. I kind of feel maybe some of you have seen a new person, or, maybe it's the beginnings of kind of waking up to a person, because now it's you are thinking about love and you're just looking for the opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles down to the Queen of Wands. It's you're waiting for the opportunity. If you don't want love, and even if you do, the Lovers can represent a choice that you have to make, And I always say, like, if you are at a point in your life where there's a choice or a decision that you're trying to make, then, pick the new path. Usually, not always true, but usually with the Lovers, any choice that we're trying to make, the new path is usually the correct path. Next, in your foundation, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can be about being spoiled for choice. It's kind of funny because you have the Magician in your past position pointing, he's pointing down to the Seven of Cups. So you literally could have manifested in the past, but it could be showing up now, that a bunch of options in your life. Part of the problem with the Seven of Cups is that there are too many options. There are, as I always say, there are good things and bad things in those cups. And this guy here, he is just imagining those cups. Like, he's imagining what the outcome could be. He's thinking, well, this could be good or this could be bad, right? I think your solution is very simple. We go Ace of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. This right here is about just committing to one option, right? Like picking one thing. It doesn't matter if it's love, business, or whatever, and then taking your time with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about planting a seed in a direction. It says, don't rush right into a relationship. Don't rush right into a business. Break it down into small pieces. Try a couple of things. If it works, keep going. If it doesn't work, stop, right? And I feel that this part of the reading is about just picking one thing and seeing where it goes. And, if you're worried about getting hurt or if you're worried about failure, again, just start small. If we start small and we don't take big, ridiculous risks, if we take small risks, then it's not going to matter if it doesn't work. And I feel that's what that's saying. Next, in the area of your past, you have this wife engagement card. You also have this birds card. It says news and messages on it. Some of you could be, again, you clearly could be thinking about love or have been thinking about love. Maybe you've been thinking about becoming a wife or having a wife, whichever you prefer. And, I think you've been waiting for like communication with a person. I also do feel that even though this is coming up in a past position, the Ace of Pentacles is coming up in your very near future. And so if you've been waiting for news or like approval on something, or if you've been waiting to hear back from something, then I would definitely say that there could, even though this is the past position, I do feel that there could be news coming in for you in the very near future. You have the Magician in the past. It's clear to me that you've asked for something. Whenever the Magician comes up in the past, it's kind of like saying you have asked or been trying to manifest something in your life. In your next row, we're going to talk about this, but you have this manifestation card coming up. So it's like clearly you have manifested something that you have been asking for. In the area of your very near future, you have this Ponder card, again, a dreaming card in this manifest card. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, and it's like you've manifested an opportunity that you've been pondering, that you've been thinking about. Really, the only reason I love this deck is because of this card. It's like the same color as my logo for Minnow Tarot, and it says Ponder on it. How cool is that? I love it. But anyway, rant over. I think that you've been thinking about something like a dream, or like could be love that is a dream, or it could be money or a business or career, and whatever it is, it's like it is either it has manifested or it's about to manifest with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is just a card of a big opportunity, and the card itself says you're about to receive a big opportunity in your life. Now, I always say that the thing with the Ace of Pentacles that I think people need to realize is that the Ace of Pentacles is just a card of potential. So it says whatever your opportunity you are receiving, you need to make sure that you are nurturing it into existence. We really have to take care of the Ace of Pentacles. We have to, water it, feed it, fertilize it. It's like a garden right here. We have to nurture it into existence. And I think having a good strategy and sticking to the strategy is going to be very important for you at this time, mostly because you also have the Six of Pentacles as well. And, it's like let me just back up a little bit and say this as well, Cancer. Like, if you have said to yourself, like, I'm not going to put up with XYZ anymore, right? Then don't let things slip. And that Six of Pentacles is really saying that to me. Like, in love, in business, and everything. It's like you could say, like, I'm never going to date a person again that, doesn't talk to me all day. It's like if that starts to happen, with the Six of Pentacles, call it out. If the person, corrects the behavior, great. If they don't, leave, And I feel a very matter-of-fact energy on the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's saying, like, stick to your guns. If you have come up with some sort of rule, then that's it, and you need to stick to it with that card. Next in your outcome row, you have this card. It says, the answers you need are coming. Yes, you've asked for information or news with the Magician, that Birds card, and the Ace of Pentacles, and here you go. You have this card that says the energy is gaining momentum. Yes, because we are ending all the retrograde madness. We're getting a little bit of a break here for a while before we have any retrogrades. And again, the past 6 months have been unusual because we've dealt with like every single retrograde that could possibly happen over the last 6 months. And so we're not going to have a period of time like this for a long time. And, again, after retrogrades, we can definitely pick up momentum. Things can move faster. We can start making progress. So, definitely a possibility. In the area of your next few months, you have this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. She moves towards the sun. She has this sunflower here. I feel like I say this to you in every single reading, Cancer. So, all your readings are basically saying you need to move towards love, joy, happiness, peace. You need to move towards the things that make you feel those feelings. And if you do that, you will do very well. I think I always talk about the black cat with you because I really feel for Cancer that you could be doing things that other people don't agree with or don't understand. The whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't care what people think. Black cats in the times of tarot were considered unlucky, but she just has the cat because she likes the cat. Just that simple. And she doesn't care what other people think. So I think that's going to be important for you, especially if you're making any big moves or if you're thinking about like going out with a person. It's like sometimes we like a person, we tell our friends, and our friends are like, oh, I can't believe you like that person, or what are you, nuts, or whatever. And it's like, I feel this is saying, you need to listen to your own inner joy, not what other people are saying. And it's definitely popping up in my head. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Hangman. So, you could finally be gaining enlightenment on all relationships, not just love. This is the area of your reading that represents every relationship. The Hangman has been on pause. You could have been on pause in relationships or connections, and now you are getting out of the pause, right? Now, his next step is to get off this tree and start moving forward because he has gained enlightenment on what he needs to do. And you have these messages cards and things like that, so you could be getting clear on your relationships. If you are interested in a person as well, you could be getting clear on that connection that could potentially be forming in your life. But I really do feel that the Hangman is saying it's time to move forward. It's time to start making some progress towards your goals or your wishes or your dreams. It's time to start, time to start moving, right? It's time to start get going and start making things happen with this energy. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Six of Pentacles. I kind of really like the Six of Pentacles here for you. Like, I would follow your rules. Like I said, I would make sure that you're not over giving in connections or anything like that. He is giving a little bit, and he is going to see what the results are. So I feel that, just giving to things, everything in your life, making small investments of time, effort, and energy, and just seeing what the result is going to be the best thing for you, and it's going to lead to the best results. I also do feel very good about money. So for those of you that are like trying to make money or hoping to make money, you could be getting to a place of like more stable finances. I know that a lot of water signs are worried about Neptune and Aries. Neptune and Aries is a little bit murky, and it definitely can affect finances. I think there's like one rule that water signs should really follow financially is like, as long as you're building things, well, two rules actually. As long as you're building things for the right reasons, number one, not just to make money, right? But there needs to be like another reason you actually want to do it, or there's some sort of heart-based connection to the way you're making money because you want to do it. That's like the first rule. The second rule is permanence. Water signs have to work on things that are going to last a long time. No get-rich-quick schemes for the next 14 years, right? So if someone's promising you like, hey, I have this business that'll make you $1 million overnight, the answer needs to be no. If someone says to you like, hey, this new cryptocurrency came out and it's going to go to $1 billion, no is the answer, right? Get rich quick is going to screw you over, plain and simple, all water signs. But building something for the long term will probably increase your abundance, but it will increase it for the long term. It won't be something that just lasts for like 30 days, right? And then you lose everything. Your outcome is the world, which is great. The world is an accomplishment or an achievement. It is just a good card. So I feel a lot of you could be accomplishing a lot the rest of this month. It makes sense after all these retrogrades and everything that you're going to feel more accomplished, especially as we move through this month and get into May and June. It's like things get better and better. So a lot of you could be having a lot of accomplishments. At the same time, the world can represent kind of like the closing of a cycle. The world is the last card in the major arcana. We go from the fool to the world, and then we start all over again as the fool. So this could be talking about, kind of like some sort of new beginning that you could be having in your life, or you could be, kind of launching off into a new direction in your life that is a new beginning. And with the Lovers, it's like you have been thinking about a new choice. So it all makes sense to me here, Cancer. But let's see. With the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, you have the Empress, which is great. You could be feeling very attractive at this time. You have the Queen of Wands as well, which is a card of seduction. So it doesn't matter what gender you are, but for those of you that want love, these are both great cards for getting attention, getting out in public, meeting new people. People have to see you with their eyeballs, believe it or not, so that they can be attracted to you in the first place. So putting yourself out there is going to be good for love. The Empress is also about nurturing. So we talked about this with the Ace of Pentacles, that you have to nurture something into existence. You really have to make something happen. So nurturing the things that you care about right here with the Ace of Pentacles, any new opportunities that come your way is going to be very important. With the Lovers, you have the Tower. I feel this is more, as far as love is concerned, I feel this is more, don't pay too much attention to this, is what I'm trying to say. I feel that there could be worries or fears, or that you're never going to find a person. I kind of said this on the Page of Pentacles because, I said on the Page of Pentacles that maybe you've been having a hard time, finding a person that you're actually attracted to, just in general. And so the Tower's coming up in your thoughts, and this could just be you thinking that you're never going to find a person, or whatever. It could also be you realizing the reality of love just in general, right? It's like, I think sometimes people, they want love to be all romantic, and they want it to be kind of like this fantasy, but really love is sometimes your partner farting in the bed next to you, right? It's like, that is love, and in a nutshell. And so sometimes with the Tower, it's like realizing the cold hard truth of what it actually is. And the Lovers is really about finding a person where you can tolerate that, right? And so I think this is like the cold reality of what love is. And some of you could be thinking about leaving a person, and with the Seven of Cups, we have the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords can be heartbreak. Three of Swords with the Seven of Cups really is worrying about heartbreak. So again, if you have your eye on a person, you could be thinking to yourself like, oh, if this person leaves me in the future, it's really going to hurt. But the thing with the Seven of Cups is you don't know which cup you're going to get. And the uncomfortable truth about the world in life is that that's how life works. Is we have to be willing to take the chances. I said this on the Page of Pentacles as well, that I think that Page of Pentacles is saying that Cancer has been holding themselves back from taking chances. But it's like, yeah, it hurts, but at the same time, you're not dead. And at the same time, chances are what leads to knowledge, which is going to lead to your cake that you're going to create with that Four of Cups, right? With the Magician, you have the Page of Swords. Told you. See, I think that some of you have your eye on a person. Page of Swords is like a card of spying or looking at a person. So it's almost like you are being asked to take the chance on an opportunity that's coming your way. For others, this could say that you have just attracted a person who has their eye on you. So like I said, if you want love, it looks pretty good. If you're in a connection that you're thinking about leaving, some of you could be leaving with these cards here. But for those of you, like I said, that are single and looking, I think things could be really good as long as you, move past that energy. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Chariot, you showing up in a strong position. It's like saying you are the one that's ultimately in control. Again, Ace of Pentacles is very straightforward. Ace of Pentacles says how you nurture this opportunity is what's going to make it successful in the first place. So the Chariot is like as above, so below. He has these stars in his canopy, these moons on his shoulders. So ultimately, he is the one that decides the direction that something moves in by being in alignment with what he wants. And so start telling the story Or if you want love, start telling the love story that you want to live. Stop talking about all the people that cheated on you or did whatever, right? The Chariot with the Tower, by the way, can just be a move. And you also have the World. So, some of you could also be thinking about moving here. The Ace of Pentacles would be an opportunity to move. So, again, if you want to move, there you go. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, really good. Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the Empress is a lot of attention. So, like I said, definitely a great time for you to get attention. And like I said, if you're afraid of getting hurt, just follow the rules of the Six of Pentacles and things will go very well for you. But Six of Wands could be attention. Now, this could be very good for attention and work as well. If you have a job where you're trying to stand out, you're trying to get a promotion or a raise or whatever, then there definitely could be, really good attention for standing out here, which I think would be awesome. With the Hangman, you have the Two of Pentacles. You're ready. Stop questioning it. Plain and simple. Hangman, he's put himself in Hangman mode, and he's wondering, do I actually know what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I actually enlightened on my path in life or not? And, the Two of Pentacles, I feel, is just back and forth energy here. I feel this is saying that whatever you're thinking about doing, whatever direction you're thinking about moving in, you are ready, Cancer. And I feel like you need to believe that with the Two of Pentacles. Very straightforward energy on this card as well. With the Six of Pentacles, here you go. You have the Hangman. So again, if you are hesitating, take a small step. Don't take these big, gigantic-ass leaps where you get into trouble, right? Take the first step and, just see what happens. And if it grows, great. And keep moving in that direction. Keep taking steps. Life is about adjustment as well. We move in a direction. It doesn't work. We have to move in this direction. That works. We keep going in this direction. We try something else. This doesn't work. We have to go this way, right? So it's life is about adjustment. I feel like the Hangman is trying to tell you that. It's you have all the information you need to make good choices. With the World, you have the Judgment card. Yeah, really good. I mean, you could be waking up to your purpose. You could also be waking up to the opportunities that exist in the world with the Judgment card. And I also feel like you're ready for a new beginning. I mean, the Judgment card, those people are standing in coffins, and the coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. And I literally said on the World earlier that it's all about, a new beginning coming in for you. You have this Negotiation card. This isn't a bad card. It's Jupiter and Libra, but I don't really like this card sometimes because I feel like it's saying don't settle, So again, don't settle. And that could be this love thing as well. It's you could, with the Seven of Cups, you could be meeting multiple people right now. And so you're having to make a decision on who to pick. And I actually feel it's much more obvious than you think. It's the person who puts in the work, right? It's the person whose bad habits where even if they have bad habits, I'm not talking about, drugs and stuff like that. People always take it there. They always say oh, but I'm in love with this person who does heroin every day. I'm well, obviously that's not the right one, right? Clearly. So again, we're not talking about those bad habits. We're talking about little things. They leave their socks on the floor, right? It's finding the person where it's it pisses you off, but you can still tolerate it. That's really what love is about, right? So I feel this is saying don't settle. You have this Discrimination card. The Discrimination card is about telling the difference between what's good and what's bad for you. So I think you need to trust what you see, plain and simple. Next, you have this Resourcefulness card. I don't know. I think every single reading I do for you, you get a Resourcefulness card. This card is the Sun in Cancer. So I think being resourceful could be a little bit of a superpower for you right now. Six of Pentacles says be resourceful. It says don't use all your energy up front, right? Small investments and go from there in all areas of your life, not just love. Here you go. You have the Seduction card. Yeah, someone's definitely going to be very seductive, I feel. It could be you with that Queen of Wands. She is my card of seduction. So, there could be a very seductive energy around you this month and probably for the rest of the summer as well. I would say April, May, June, July, all the months. And you could really be standing out. This could also be a connection that's coming in for you where there's a lot of attraction. So, there you go. And you have this Influence card. Yes, I would definitely, you always get these cards. You always get that Wedge card with me in this deck, the Tea Leaf Oracle as well. So again, and I literally said this earlier, there's something about that Queen of Wands. It's saying be careful of a person coming in between you and something you want, right? It's there's something you want, Queen of Wands, but she has a black cat. I just feel like people are telling you don't do this, don't do that. And I feel like I've said that to you before. Whatever it is, love, business, money, spirituality, whatever, be careful of who is influencing you. They probably just don't have the right information, or they're bitter, or they're whatever, right? So, I really feel you need to listen to yourself at this time. But this is a really good reading here, Cancer. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.